This is StoryRobot. Welcome to r/IDontWorkHereLady. Our story of today is, no, I didn't just talk to you. No, I do not work here. So the story goes like this. I'm asked to go get some groceries. I tend to shop at Wood Guys. It's a nice big store, great service, great variety. I take my cousin Paris with me because she needs a few things. Now, an important thing to note is that I am 6 feet 3 inches and black. My cousin Paris is not. She is as white as the snow-capped peaks of the mountains of Caucasus. Paris is not her real name, but she is named after a place like that, and so is her sister. Paris has baby blue eyes, platinum blonde hair, dimples, and looks like someone fused Billie Eilish and Phoebe Cates together and made them Snow White. I'll admit that she's really pretty, which is actually relevant to the story. She is my uncle's stepdaughter and has been hanging around me a lot since I got back in town. Now everything's going well. I grab me some Oosingers, spend some time staring forlornly in the ramen aisle, go check and get some meats, both real and fake, and just generally minding my own business. Paris and I split up, because she was asking me some uncomfortable questions about feminine products, and as mature as I believe I am, that's no man's land and only my wife is going to get me to listen to you talk about that stuff. So, I head off to make some life and health decisions about some chips. I want to get flamin' hot Doritos, maybe get some Rico's nacho cheese. Get you some chorizo, some chunky salsa, and some ground beef and you've got something, but that's a very serious bathroom visit later in the day. Especially for me. Do I want to risk the holy hell I'm going to feel if I go that route? I'm very seriously in consideration. This is why I probably didn't hear this lady when she called me the first couple of times. I only notice her when she walks up. She was white, middle-aged, and dressed like she was 20. Not a good look. I remember scoffing at her brand new Buccaneers jersey, but she had on a Patriots coat and booty shorts. The jersey was one of those ones that show midriff, and I have to admit she didn't really look like she took care of her skin. I also have a problem with people who dress cute when it's cold. I'm thinking all kinds of negative stuff from the start. She couldn't be more offensive unless she was rocking a Kevin King jersey. She starts up with the, "Are you going to help me or not?" Very rude tone. Hands on the hips, animated, that whole neck shaking thing. I'm like, huh? So she starts listing things, saying she asked for this and that, and for me to go see where the butcher was. He apparently wasn't at his post. I was confused and asked her what she was on about, and she gets mad, telling me that she already asked all this and wouldn't have to repeat herself if I had listened. She didn't say it like that, she insulted me, but I don't for the life of me remember what she said. I was too busy trying to figure out why she was talking to me. It takes me a moment to realize she thinks I work there. I politely tell her she is mistaken, we've never spoken, and I do not work here. She tells me she sees me there all the time and she just spoke to me. That she isn't stupid. I told her I didn't think she was, just that she was mistaken. I went to tell her that I'm not even dressed like I work there, but my jacket was in the cart. It's a bomber jacket that gets stupid hot indoors. So you can see my outfit, and I am wearing a sweater vest from my college, a polo, khakis and Timberlands. I kind of do look like I work there. The sweater vest is indeed blue, though not the same blue as the aprons you see around. I point to the team logo on my vest and reiterate that I don't work there, and she is mistaken. That's when things go from weird to this woman is insane. Paris pokes her head out of the aisle behind me and asks if I can grab one of the boxes of noodles at the top. The full box is in plastic. The flavor she likes doesn't have enough individual ones for her liking. She's a fan of duck flavor. I apologize and dismiss myself from the lady's presence and go to help Paris. This was apparently a bad move, because watching me help Paris get her ramen and then grabbing several other things from high shelves pissed the lady off. Keep in mind Paris is like 5'2" in wedged shoes. She's like a slightly tall child, to be honest. She starts in at me loud as a banshee, giving me the, "I knew you worked here." She starts yelling. Her language is colorful and she seems to have a particular stick up her rear because she thinks I am helping Paris because she is younger and pretty, instead of helping a real woman like her. I must have had a look on my face, because she gives me a, "I'll have you know plenty of men find me attractive," and said some pretty disparaging things at Paris' expense. My cousin and I aren't all that close. In fact, she's a bit of a spoiled brat and our relationship is contentious at best. She and her sister are usually selfish, big-headed, and disrespectful. I'm not often very fond of her, however, she is my cousin and you best believe you ain't going to disrespect her in my presence. If I'm being honest, I probably wouldn't let you disrespect her sister London either, and I can't stand her butt. I say, "Look here lady, I understand you're having some kind of identity crisis." Gesturing at her outfit. "But I can assure you that I do not work here, my cousin is not some hot girl I'm helping instead of you. We've never spoken before, and despite what the police would have you believe, we do not all look alike." She then accuses me of calling her racist, which I laugh at as she tells me, "I'll have you know that I've dated black guys." Which Paris chimes in, letting her know that she can choke down as many black beeps as she wants and that don't make her not racist. The woman said she doesn't hate black people and we're racist for assuming she does. This pisses off Paris, who tells her she ain't got to hate black people to be racist, just think that being white makes her better or them worse. You ain't got to hate nobody to treat them different, cause you all up in your own beep. Which, going to have to give her a gold star for. I'll be real, never expected to hear something like that from her. It took a bit, but the commotion finally got the attention of a worker who comes over. He is a black guy, as tall as me, carrying several items in his hands. I cannot express enough how much he looks nothing like me. I turn to midlife crisis and I can see the recognition on her face when she looks at him. He is skinny as sin. I used to be an defensive lineman. I've never been skinny. He immediately asks if there's a problem and starts handing her things, apologizing cause the item she was looking for had been in the area it was supposed to be, just moved from where she remembered it being. Which is code for, you should have took 5 seconds to look around. She is stunned silent for like 2 whole minutes. Like you can see the clockwork going on in her head. She wants to say something, but she keeps looking up trying to figure out how she mistook me for this guy. She shoots Paris a dirty look cause she's giggling like an idiot. Lady wants to say something so bad, but she holds back, to her credit. Her skin reddens like a tomato and her face is like going through emotions. It's like if she was an actress that was told to emote just with her face. Her acting coach would have applauded her cause she was running the gambit. Lots of head nods and everything, like she having a heated conversation in her head. She then starts stammering. I know she wants to continue this argument, but she's lost all footing cause I step over next to the guy to illustrate how little we resemble each other. Paris is laughing her beep off by now. I look at the guy and say, "Ah, she just confused me for you." I mean, can you blame her? We could be twins. He looked at me funny for a moment and then realized what happened, and gave the look that all black people give each other in these situations, which is basically us thinking, the caucasity. I very politely, but very condescendingly tell the lady, "I'm happy you found your man and I hope the rest of your day is exceptional." I find being polite is a better beep you than saying beep you. Paris hit her with a, "Have a nice day, Karen." With no emphasis on the Karen, and we just walked away. I have to admit, despite our differences, I was very proud of my cousin for that. She's not known for sticking up for anyone. She's kind of spoiled. But I was happy she stood up for me, because I might have said some things most foul if she hadn't. After we left I took her to get ice cream. She's in her early 20s, but really, likes ice cream. Thank you for watching. Error. Problem detected. Not enough subscribers. Please subscribe, like and comment.